Okay, stop what you're doing. Close every other tab. Put your phone face down, because what you're about to watch is going to spark arguments in your group chat, ruin friendships, and maybe, just maybe, make you see football in a way you never have before. Number 10. And he's only here because the competition for this list is absolutely absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, Vinicius Jr., the Brazilian has been electric this season, 6 goals in 5 games at one point. He terrorizes fullbacks with his blistering pace and unpredictable dribbling, and he's become a nightmare for defenders to contain on the left flank for Real Madrid. Now on to the next one. Number 9, the Egyptian king. The man they said was finished. The man they said was slowing down. The man who looked them all in the eye and said, "Watch this, Mohamed Salah, still here. Still the most consistent goal scorer in the Premier League. Still absolutely unplayable. Let's get something straight. Salah is 4th in the Premier League's all-time goal-scoring list with over 190 goals for Liverpool. Since he arrived at Anfield, he has never once delivered fewer than 20 goals in a season. Not once. That kind of consistency is almost inhuman." Number 8. And already at 22 years old, already at number 8 on the list of the best players in the entire world, is Jude Bellingham. Let that sink in. 22 years old, already a La Liga champion, already a Champions League winner, already an England talisman, and already one of the most complete midfielders football has ever seen. Since joining Real Madrid, Bellingham hasn't just adapted, he's thrived. He came in and immediately started deciding El Clásicos. He was scoring last-minute winners in the Champions League. He single-handedly dragged England to a European Championship final. At 21, number 7, an absolute force of nature. A man who seems physically designed in a laboratory specifically to score goals. Erling Haaland, Manchester City, Norway. Let me paint a picture for you. Erling Haaland is the fastest player to reach 50 international goals for Norway. He did it in just 46 games. During Norway's World Cup qualifying campaign, he finished with 16 goals, tied for the most ever in a European qualifying campaign in history. 16 goals in qualifying. Number 6. And this one might surprise some of you, but the data, the eye test, the big game moments, everything points to this man being one of the very best players in world football right now. Luis Diaz, Bayern Munich, Colombia. Where do I even begin? Diaz has been outrageous this season. He's the 3rd highest scorer in the Bundesliga. He's in the top 3 for assists. He's completed the 2nd most dribbles in the entire German top flight. He scored a hat-trick against Hoffenheim. He scored in both legs of Bayern's Champions League quarter-final victory over Real Madrid. He hit a double against PSG in the Champions League that had Bavarian fans absolutely bouncing. Number 5. He is 17 years old. 17. And he is already one of the 5 best football players on the planet Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the future, Lamine Yamal. Where does the hyperbole end with this kid? Because honestly, it doesn't feel like hyperbole anymore. It just feels like the truth. In the 2025-26 season alone, Yamal has 24 goals and 20 assists. He won the Supercopa de España. He is on pace to become the first player under 21 to win the Ballon d'Or. And he might not even need to wait until 2027 to do it. He was the bookmaker's favorite for the 2026 award before the season even started. Number 4. The face of modern football. The man who has been in the conversation for world's best since he was 19 years old, Kylian Mbappé. His 2025-26 season has had its difficulties. Injuries interrupted his momentum. Real Madrid's title challenge in La Liga has suffered, and their Champions League campaign hit a tough patch with a defeat to Bayern in the first leg. But when you zoom out, when you look at the full picture of who Kylian Mbappé is and what he does, you cannot leave him off this list. Number 3. And honestly, this might be the most surprising name on this entire list for casual fans. But watch any Bayern Munich match this season and you will understand immediately. Michael Olise is playing at a Ballon d'Or level. Full stop. Number 2. The reigning Ballon d'Or champion. The man who made Paris believe. Ladies and gentlemen, Ousmane Dembélé. Yes, I put him in the honorable mentions earlier, because his 2025-26 season individually has been slightly inconsistent. But you know what? The man is holding the Ballon d'Or. He won it. And the reason he won it tells you everything about what kind of player he is. The best player in the world right now, in April 2026, based on form, statistics, impact, and what he's delivering at the biggest club stage in football, is Harry Kane. I know. Some of you are losing your minds. Some of you are already typing a comment. But hear me out, because the numbers don't lie. The eye test doesn't lie. And the most prestigious ranking platforms in football, from FlashScore to Goal.com to GiveMeSport, are all saying the same thing. Harry Kane has hit 50 goals this season for club and country. 50. There you have it. The top 10 best football players in the world right now in 2026.